Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
This PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can also leave a comment after watching us. Send us your view on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277128777. Thank you. Sammy Gyamfi has also come out with allegations saying that Akufo-Addo want to cover up the corruption allegation against the SML. That much I do. I'd like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Thank you.
Evidence News.
Thank you, Omar.
First of all, has this issue not been settled? I mean, the president has issued a statement saying that there may be a termination. Are your demands not coming a little too late now?
Not at all. I think our demands are coming at a very timely, stage in the discussion of this SML scandal, because of the stance the Akufo-Addo NPP government has taken on this matter. If the government had recommended the termination, discontinuance, and so on of all dealings it has with SML, I'm not sure that there would have been a need for us to hold today's presser. But if you read the letter or the statement that was published by the presidency, they say that SML should be allowed to continue the implementation of their downstream petroleum audit services. That is what we in the NDC are vehemently against, because that contract, just as the other contracts, the transaction audit contract, the external price verification contracts, and all that, which governments agree that they were unlawful and should be discontinued. Those agreements are the same as the downstream petroleum audit services agreement being rendered by SML, because that agreement, just like the ones I've already alluded to, did not go through the laid down procurement processes. That agreement was given to SML through sole sourcing without approval of the Public Procurement Authority. And if you check Section 40 of the Public Procurement Authority, Public Procurement Law, you will agree with me that the award of that contract on sole sourcing basis is totally unlawful, and no subsequent act to ratify that can stand the test of time. More importantly, that agreement was not approved by Parliament as required by Section 33 of the Public Financial Management Act of 2016, Act 912. Again, that agreement was not approved by the Board of the Ghana Revenue Authority as required by the GRA Act. And so on these three scores, the agreement is unlawful, and therefore any payments made under same are also unlawful, null, void, and of no legal effect whatsoever. For which reason we are demanding a total termination and discontinuance of that illegal agreement and the retrieval for the people of this country all illegal payments that have been made under that agreement and the other illegal agreements I have already alluded to. You see, we have seen this government consistently sweep serious corruption scandals under the carpet. We've seen them make efforts to cover up this SML scandal like they have done in previous corruption scandals. People today, there are many people today who are being prosecuted by this government for breaches of the public procurement law and other statutes of Ghana. In fact, some are even languishing in jail today for breaches of the public procurement law. Some have lost their jobs, like of the Electoral Commission, for alleged breaches of the public procurement law. And so this government cannot give its blessing, approval, support, and so on, to a deal that violates the public procurement law, the Public Financial Management Act, the GRA Act and other laws of this country. That is totally unacceptable, and we reject it forcefully. We call on Ghanaians to reject same forcefully and to demand the retrieval of payments made to SML under this unlawful agreement and the prosecution of all those who have occasioned this huge financial loss to the state.
Why don't you go to court yourself?
We can go to court because these are criminal matters, and under the laws of Ghana, only the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice under Article 88 of the Constitution have the legal right, authority, mandate, and responsibility to prosecute crime. Aside Attorney General, it's only institutions like the Special Prosecutor that can go to court and prosecute cases of corruption and breaches of the public procurement law and other statutes of this country. So what we as citizens can do in line with our civic responsibilities is to call on the appropriate agencies to act. In this case, the NDC has done the needful by calling on the government to terminate all the illegal transactions it has entered into with SML, retrieve for the people of this country the outrageous sums of monies that have been paid to SML. We are talking about a staggering 1 billion Ghana cedis and over. That is some 10 trillion old Ghana cedis paid to SML on the basis of illegal contracts, which, according to the government itself, were awarded without any needs assessment or value for money assessment. According to the government itself, the state has not derived the full benefits of the payments we have made to SML. And according to the government, these agreements on the basis of which SML has been paid 10 trillion old Ghana cedis are unlawful. That same government cannot turn around and tell Ghanaians that, oh, we should allow SML to continue the performance of one of the agreements, specifically the downstream petroleum audit agreement. Illegality is a vitiating factor. You cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. It is the reason why the Supreme Court in the Isophoton Waterville Woyome cases directed that all monies paid to those entities be retrieved by the state because they were paid. This government cannot approbate and reprobate. They have sworn to uphold the laws of this country. SML is not above the laws of this country. And those public officers at the Ministry of Finance, at the Ghana Revenue Authority, who disregarded the laws of this country with impunity in the award of 3 contracts to SML between 2018 to 2019 ought to face the full rigors of the law.
Very well. So you've explained the role of the AG in Article 88, but you also do know that you can be a complainant. Are you, as a party, going to do this, or as a person, going to complain so that you are inviting the police to investigate?
Why must we file a complaint to who? File a complaint to the Attorney General? He is the principal legal advisor to the government. And that government is headed by the President. And that President has issued a statement, a public statement, in which it says that contracts have been awarded to SML against the laws of this country. And Umaru, you know, breaches of the public procurement law are crimes. Breaches of the Public Financial Management Act are crimes against the state. So what are they waiting for? Why must it take Sammy, Gyamfi, or the NDC to file a complaint before they act? They are not willing to act because they are abettors and accomplices in this whole, scandal. That is why they are trying to cover it up. Either than that, tell me, why will the government want SML to continue the implementation of a contract that they themselves say did not receive the approval of the GRA board, the approval of the Public Procurement Authority, and the approval of Parliament? Why would they themselves tell us that the state did not derive the needed benefits from payments we have made to SML, and that SML partially performed their obligations under those illegal agreements they were awarded, and to still turn around and tell us that, allow them to continue the implementation of one of those illegal agreements? And brother, we are talking about a company that was incorporated 37 days after the NPP was sworn into office on the 7th of January 2017. This SML company was registered only on 14th February, Valentine's Day of 2017. 4 months after that, the Akufo-Addo NPP government decided to engage the services of this company through sole sourcing. 4 months. We are talking about a company that was 4 months old at the time, had no history, track record, or prior experience in the area of revenue assurance. It was incorporated by a shareholder who owns and runs a timber company. And yet this 4 months old company was awarded 3 contracts between 2018 and 2019, to conduct transaction audits at the port, external price verification services at the port, and downstream petroleum audit services in the downstream petroleum sector. This company, and they were awarded these contracts by GRA, without the board of GRA discussing and approving the contract, without the Public Procurement Authority approving the contracts, and without the Parliament of this country, representing the people of this country, approving those contracts. They had made 3 requests to the Public Procurement Authority to engage the company through sole sourcing. 3 separate requests. And on all these 3 occasions, the PPA expressly refused to grant their request because their request to engage SML through sole sourcing was in breach of Section 40 of the Public Procurement Law. So they were refused. And when they were refused, they decided on their own, surreptitiously through the back door, to engage SML against the laws of this country, and then added 2 more contracts to them. They themselves say that SML performed their obligations partially, and that the state has not derived the full benefits of payments that have been made to SML. We are talking about 1 billion new Ghana cedis and over, equivalent to over 10 trillion cedis. At a time, Ghanaians are suffering. Ghanaians are complaining about the excessive taxation imposed on us by this insensitive Akufo-Addo government. School children are sitting under trees. Hospitals in this country don't even, like 37 military hospitals, they don't even have functioning X-ray machines.
Okay.
People are in this country. There are no jobs. And then you take 1 billion Ghana cedis, pay it to a company who doesn't even have a legal, valid agreement with the state for services that you yourself claim other state agencies are already performing. Read the statement that has been published by the president.
I've seen it.
Maybe you have not read it, Sandra. Let me just conclude on this. If you read it, the presidency say that with regards to the external price verification contract being offered by SML, Ghana already has a system called ICOMS that has inbuilt capabilities to deliver that task. So you cannot understand. It defies logic and common sense for this same government to say that this company, which has been a beneficiary of all these illegal payments and illegal contracts, should be allowed to continue the implementation of their contracts, which have occasioned a huge financial loss to the state.
Thank you so much.
Unacceptable.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's Sammy, Gyamfi, National Communications Officer of the NDC.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time. Please, if today being the first time here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like and also share to other members to watch as well. Let other people know what is happening around the globe. Thank you very much.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.